Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and today is the big day that we are going to be picking a winner for our medicinal seed giveaway. Now I'm going to be doing that at the end of the video, and first I'm going to take you on a little tour of my garden. Now, before we get started on the tour though, I do want to show you guys the seeds that I have been collecting for my medicinal garden, and these are ones that I've wanted to share with one of you guys too as well. So we have bee balm, we have lavender, we have lemon balm, we have peppermint, we have chamomile, we have catnip, we have echinacea. This one is the purple coneflower one. We have lemongrass. We have hyssop anise. We have borage. And we have, this one is another coneflower, which is like an echinacea, but this one is the green twister. Make sure I didn't miss one. And then we also have feverfew. And we have Jamaican sorrel, we have calendula, and another true lavender. So those are going to be the ones that we're going to be giving away in our medicinal seed giveaway. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to my goal of 2.5K subscribers. That is really huge, and it means so much to me, guys. Like, I really appreciate everybody for really helping me get there. So I will be announcing the winner at the end, but for right now, let's go on a garden tour. Alright guys, we're gonna start out here because my garden is crammed with stuff right now. I'm still starting my beans on the patio, which you could probably see all of the stackables, and the weather dropped dramatically. Like, it got really cold. So I think it's gonna take a little bit longer for my beans to pop up. But first, let's start in the beds. So the first part you'll see down here is the celery. Now, it had got warm where the celery was at before, so I put it right over here just to kind of let the celery grow out a little bit taller. But over here, this is my medicinal bed. I pulled some of the radishes in the last video, so we have some space coming in here so that I can plant some more medicinal herbs. But we have the toothache plant, we have the catnip that's getting out of control again, and then we have the more radishes that are right there that I'm going to pull, and then just behind it is some chamomile and then some hyssop. Just a side note to everybody that's watching, never put mint, catnip, lemon balm, anything from the mint family in a bed. Always put it in a pot. I am going to eventually dig that up and try and repot it probably sooner than later, because no matter how much I cut it, it just takes over and it grows so quickly, and you can only use so much catnip. So up next is going to be my pretty section. I have some petunias here for the bees, and I put them right next to the strawberries. Now, if you guys remember, these are the bare root strawberries that I planted, and look, I already have some little strawberries on there. One of our amazing subscribers sent these to me, and I planted them, and it was just so cool because they look dead when you first get them in the mail, but they are coming along greatly. I've been letting some rainwater get to my worm bin, and I have been adding soil to it as well. Just some spent soil that was in the pots, and I will explain in a later video on what all I'm doing with that, because my worm bin is coming along very nicely for the year. And then I have some scarlet red runner beans that are finally starting to fill in a little bit more. I think that the temperature dropping a little bit was helping them get a better start. And then I have some turnip greens, and then I have snow peas. Now, these snow peas have been producing a lot. I have really been loving them. Now, snow peas are one of my all-time favorites because it's something that you can just have out for a snack when you have friends over for game day, or if you're coming out for, just to work in the garden. You can have a nice little snack because they're wonderful fresh, but then you can also cook them too as well. So those are ones that when it's time to grow snow peas, I always try to have as many as possible. Now we have the broccoli. Now I think it's funny because this little area right here, there's like a battle between the cilantro that completely bolted and went really, really tall this year. My cilantro bolted really quickly this year. And then there's the broccoli, and then there's also this random little tomato branch that decided to come over and fight the good fight. So far it looks like the cilantro is actually winning. But I have tons of little shoots that we are just constantly pulling off of here, as well as new little broccoli leaves that I have been using for stir fries. Now the older broccoli leaves, these ones down here that have like bug damage and stuff like that to them, these ones go to the worms. The ones that are kind of up here that are a little bit taller, those ones go to our green powder. And then as these grow, I use them for sauteing when I need to, or just put them in the green powder. But as you can see, all of them have tons of little broccoli shoots out on them, and so we get broccoli shoots all the time. And then I just have a nice little parsley right here and the giant tomato plant, which, let me step back guys so you guys can see how massive this thing is. Isn't this crazy, guys? It is now poking out completely over the arch, and it has taken over this area. It kind of just looks like a giant tree. So I'm just going to leave it for as long as it wants to live, and we'll see how it does during the summer. Now over here too, I also have a little kohlrabi back there that I was testing out for my garden. I have some more snow peas, and then I have a radicchio. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm 100% saying that wrong, but that's right back here. Hopefully that is going to head up soon. And then I have some Malabar spinach. Now I took all the berries off of this one and I'm drying it. I'm getting ready to remove this Malabar spinach plant. Someone told me to go ahead and just dry the leaves and add them to my green powder because leaves were so damaged through the hailstorm. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant new Malabar spinach. And then I have some bell peppers over here that are still looking nice. We got 2 of them right in there. And then we have some beginning ones over here. So those are still doing good. These turned out to be Savoy cabbage. So I know these are not going to have a chance to head up, but these make wonderful, wonderful additions to my green powder and just to have like sauteed. So it looks like it's trying to do something, so I'll let it go as long as it'll go before bolting. But yeah, I've just been using the outer leaves. And then we have one of my new tomato plants, my Prescott Tomato is coming in, and there's a little radish right here that once this one is done, I'm going to trim up these leaves around here, and then I'm going to add some more compost and then start adding my squash. Now guys, this big boy tomato is also doing really, really well and is wild and crazy. It is over the fence, as you can see. And then I have this really beautiful Brussels sprout that I don't know if it's going to be able to start making Brussels sprouts because it has been getting warm, but somebody let me know if you can eat the leaves on a Brussels sprout. I'm assuming so, but let me know. Now in front I have another little celery bed, and then over here I have another Malabar spinach. This one I need to come in and grab the berries from this one and then do the same thing with the leaves. And then look at this, guys. This is the Chinese red long noodle beans. Look at how tall they have started to get. They're already up to where the arch bends, and the rain really, really helped this like just kind of really start growing. And then over there in the pot I have some radishes, and then in front I have a shishito pepper. I have some more parsley in this little hanging basket, and then I have some basil right in front of it. Now over here I have some more dill, and it's just continuing to grow like crazy. I think I'm going to get to the point to where I'm going to let the dill start to flower for the butterflies to come in. And then I have some cilantro in these little pots on each side of the rat-tail radishes, or dragon-tail radishes, because I'm trying to see if I can get some there. And then my dragon-tail radishes are starting to look a little bit spent. So what I'm doing is I am letting these dry on here because I want to collect seeds. This was one that I did really, really enjoy. And for those of you guys that told me I should have a little Etsy store with all of my cool seeds, that's what I plan to do. So I'm gonna have cool seeds in my Etsy store, and this plant is gonna be one of them. And then my last thing over here in the bed are some more celery, and then another one of the black cherry tomato plants, which is starting to make a huge climb too. So on the other side of that, I plan to put a midget cantaloupe, so we're gonna see how that looks during the summer. Now I do have another Prescott tomato, and then over here I have some lemon balm, and I really need to get a bucket for that tree because that needs to get planted. So that is a lot of my raised bed area, which is in the back side of my backyard. And now I'm gonna go onto the patio, which is where our kind of like our brick deck is. This is where my container garden is. So over here in the first container we have some eggplant, and there are some leeks right behind it. And then up here in one of the hanging pots I have some orange poppies in this one. As you can see, they're starting to finally come through. And then I have some stevia right here. And then I have a 100 Sweets tomato, which look at how many tomatoes come in on each one of these little things. And these little things are so nice and so sweet. And then I also have a Bonnie's Original tucked in there too as well. You can see those ones are the bigger tomatoes. And then right below it, I have some basil. Now the basil and tomatoes love each other. So if you guys ever want to have a good herb and vegetable combination, basil and tomatoes are where it's at. Now in front I have some shishito peppers. We are going to be pruning these shishito peppers soon because I'm starting to get wonky shishitos, and that is a sign that it needs to be pruned up. And as you can see, all of the new leaves are starting to come in, so I really need to come in here and get these old leaves off and give the plant a chance to really have some good energy. I have some tomato plants that I just up potted while I wait for a space for them to go into. I have a Texas wild cherry, and then I believe that one is another Prescott one. And then I have another eggplant over here. These are all of my Dollar Tree planters that I am waiting for the beans to pop up in. So I just kept them laid out so that then I can get nice, straight, strong bean stalks. And then I have my bush Goliath here, which look at all these red tomatoes, guys. This one has been giving me a lot of red tomatoes this year. And then behind it, I have some jalapenos, which are really coming in nicely on all of the jalapeno bushes, and this parsley. Now parsley and jalapenos was another one that grows really well together. And then just above it I have some in my hanging pots, I have some rosemary, and then I have a borage. So I soon realized as I got more and more into growing my whole medicinal herb garden and increasing the medicinal herbs in my cabinet, I realized that I'm probably going to run out of space in that bed. So you guys will start seeing, like you see the borage over here, so a lot of medicinal herbs just in different spots as well, because I want to grow as much medicine as I can to really get my apothecary cabinet huge and nice and beautiful. Now over here I have some carrots, which I think that they're gonna start, if I reach down here and see, yeah, ooh guys, I'm starting to get some carrots. Do you guys see that? That's exciting. I think in the next garden tour or garden haul, I'm going to see what I get for some carrot wise. Now my bok choy is a little spent. The taste has gotten a little weird now that it's starting to seed. But look, I'm getting these nice little seed pods that I'm gonna let dry out, and I'm gonna collect seeds from those. And then I have my cabbage right there. That one is a Jersey cabbage. I have the artichoke, and as you can see, this one is starting to look really nice. I was worried about the aphid problem that we had on the mustard greens when I left it open, but as you can see, there's no problem with the leaves. Everything got a really nice haircut though. So I have some Swiss chard, I have some kale, I have some collards, and then I have some spinach right in here, some spinach over here, and then some lettuce right there. I was so upset when I saw aphids in this bed, because this bed has been amazing for all of my brassicas because I have had it covered, and so there's never been an issue with aphids. So when I saw some in there, I was like, why did you leave it open for 3 days? But I took out the plant that was dying, which that's what happens when plants die. They get aphids, and I do know that. So I took it out and just trimmed up everything else, and so far, so good. Now above it we have some, I forgot the name of these, ground cherries. So we have some ground cherries right there, which look, I think I have my first little ground cherry coming in. And then we have spinach in this tower with some parsley. And then this is my randomness. I have no clue what any of these are except for this one. This one's a Jericho lettuce. These, I don't know, guys. We'll see what they look like when they grow up. And then this one is my lettuce tower with some garlic chives in there. Now these lettuces, this one is, I believe it was like a freckled butter crunch or something like that. I don't have tags for these two as well. That tag actually is the wrong one. But these were so good. Like, it's such a soft lettuce. And I'm pretty sure it's the freckled one because it does have little dark freckles all over the lettuce. Now over here I have mint. I have mojito mint in that one, and then I have peppermint in that one, and then still some more thyme. This thyme is dying, and these ones kind of need a refresh, but I think I'm gonna put some flowers or medicinal herbs in this one up here, and then actually just repot the thyme that's still alive. Now over here is my beautiful herb bed. This one is my Culinary kitchen herb bed that is just growing pretty wild. As you guys can see, it's already starting to puff back up. Look at how puffy this oregano is looking right now. I had cut all of these back and they are already now puffed back up. Can't even see our little groundhog. So in here I have some sweet marjoram, I have oregano, I have thyme, chervil, I have some lemon thyme, I have rosemary, I have some more chervil, some variegated sage, some garden sage, some purple sage, some more lemon thyme right there. I have another rosemary here and here, and another curly parsley back there. I absolutely adore my kitchen herb bed. If there's one thing you guys can plant in a garden, plant this, because what it does for our family's health alone, let alone saving us money with seasonings and different things like that and buying fresh herbs at the store, but just the health factor alone makes this whole entire little bed worth it. And then in some pots I have some 45-day cabbage. Now somebody just recently asked me if they can grow collards in pots. These are collards right here, and I would grow them in a bigger pot. Now these collard leaves would get a lot bigger if they were in a pot that size, but I ran out of pots, so I just put them where I had space, and they've been doing pretty well. I still have been pulling leaves off of it, but I just don't get leaves bigger than this size. And then like I said, I have more of the 45-day cabbages. They're trying to head up little bitty heads, so that's gonna be cute. And then I have more of the ones that I can't say. Once again, I don't know why I just always say this wrong, but it's like my brain doesn't want to process it. And then I have my lemon tree, my lime tree, which seems to be going through some struggles. I don't know, guys. I'm just hoping for the best with this one because I really don't want to lose my lime tree. I love it, and it's getting so many flowers, but all the leaves are going crazy. Actually, they stopped falling. They just haven't really grown. So any tips are welcome. For this one, I have fertilized it, and I'm just hoping that is the best. So guys, I haven't showed my aloe vera in a while, and this aloe vera, it got some hail damage too, so I'm probably going to try and maybe cut these leaves off. But as you can see, it has put out so many little pups. I think I'm going to uproot these and try and put them in some other little pots and put them around the house. So that is it for my garden tour. I am going to be picking a winner, but I am going to wait until after I edit this portion of the video, just because I can hear my phone and see my phone buzzing while I'm filming this. So more people are starting to put in some entries, and I wanted to give everybody as much time as possible. So I am going to edit this portion of it, and I will see you guys in a jiff. Alright guys, so we're back in the house and we're getting ready to pick a winner. Now, I totally told myself I was going to have one of those fancy apps that like pick the winner for you, but then I remembered that I still film on my phone. So, back to the hat we go, and I spent 45 minutes double checking to make sure that I got everybody in there, so everybody's in there. So, time to pick some winners. All right guys, I decided to pick 2. So I have first one, not looking, so it's a surprise for me too. And I have the second one. So I picked 2 winners because I think I have enough seeds to divide up between 2 people, and that way we can have 2 winners. So first winner, I'm gonna put the names down here too as well at the, or once I call them, is Wendy Islis. Congratulations. And then, oh, also our Aussie friend, Up and Adam 74. So congratulations to you guys. Please, there's going to be my email in the description. Make sure you guys email me your address and I will send you out your seeds, and then you guys can grow your medicinal garden right along with me. So I hope that you guys are all just having an amazing time in your gardens. I have gotten overjoyed and overwhelmed with so many kind words of you guys saying that, you know, like I inspire your gardening and I'm helping you guys a lot. That means a whole lot to me. It really is a good thing for me, and it's a goal for me to be able to help you guys grow more in your own gardens and to be able to provide more for your families and not feel limited to the space that you have, because no matter what space you have, guys, you can grow whatever it is that you want to grow, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that and everybody is trying to do that. So I really appreciate every single person that is a subscriber to our channel, because it's really nice and it makes me feel happy, guys. So I am going to be having some more giveaways and different things like that going up as we reach more subscribers. I even have a sponsor for our next giveaway, which I am very excited about, and I will be telling you guys in an upcoming video on who that sponsor is. But until next time, grow yourselves a garden, because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. Bye guys.